Dating women with BPD or on antidepressants can ruin good men. Key point: good men, decent men. Let's begin with this. BPD stands for borderline personality disorder, a mental health condition characterized by difficulties regulating emotions, unstable relationships, and impulsive behaviors. Indeed, it's a common type of personality disorder that can significantly impact how a person interacts with others and experiences their own emotions. Yeah, see where I'm going so far? Antidepressants are a class of medications used to treat major depressive disorder, anxiety disorders, chronic pain, and addiction. Common side effects of antidepressants include dry mouth, weight gain, dizziness, headaches, akathisia, sexual dysfunction, and emotional blunting. Now, I say all of that to say, sometimes as a man, it will never matter how good you are or how much you do. It will never matter because it's nothing to do with you. Because if she's mentally unstable, you will always feel bad, even when you're not doing anything bad at all.
If you want to understand people with borderline personality disorder more and you are in a relationship with someone that has BPD, that's also what it's called, okay. I think it's really important that you understand this. What? Okay, so commonly, and I'm speaking for myself, people with BPD don't think that they deserve love.
What a lovely woman to begin with. Yeah, a lot of women with BPD do not even think they deserve love. So imagine that. Imagine you as a man trying to give love to a woman who doesn't even believe she deserves it. I mean, that wouldn't work, would it? That would mean as a man, you're constantly exhausting yourself, resources and whatever, time and energy, to appease a woman who can't be appeased. Because while you're catering to her outer, the real problem is her inner. It's inside of her.
Don't think that they deserve love.
I hope you're focused and on your square.
And it's crazy because I thought that I was the only one that had this kind of feeling. And then I spoke to my friends and people that I know that have BPD, and they have experienced the same thing as me. So when you have BPD, you have what's called intense episodic dysphoria, which, yeah, I know, in plain terms means that we have sporadic instability in our moods. And I know what you're thinking. Everyone has mood swings. No, they don't. Okay. People have mood swings, but when you have BPD, it's a difference. It's a mood swing, but there is an irritability in moods, right? So, and it's more than the average person. And I think that's hard for people that don't have BPD to understand, because they're like, everyone goes through this. And it's like, I want to scream sometimes and be like, no, you don't, because you have no idea how many times a day I say to myself, I wish I wasn't like this. Like, why is my brain like this? And I've had conversations with people that have felt the exact same way, that have BPD, because what that is you get aggravated when you're in your low periods by things that shouldn't make you aggravated. If I gave some examples of things that have made me so upset to the point that I have actually screamed, cried, and been shaking, like the feeling that I get okay, I'll give an example. So,
and before she gives an example, what inspired me to make this one is this is a personal thing I've been through in my life. I was in a long-term relationship and she got diagnosed with BPD. And in her diagnosis, it revealed and made us understand a lot of things. And no, I did not leave her after that evaluation. No, I stayed. Bruh. And in staying, even though we understood what was happening, it didn't really change anything.
Don't think deserve love.
It's like now we understand the reason for these random mood swings and these odd sort of reactions to random things. I mean, even so, it didn't make that much of a difference. But the point is, two other men. A lot of other men have no idea how big this is. A lot of men don't understand how many women do suffer from BPD or that are on antidepressants for various reasons. Like, a lot of men don't understand how big an impact this is for a lot of women. Now, I picked this woman's video deliberately because clearly she's a good-looking woman. You could say filters, makeup, whatever, but she's a good-looking woman, first of all. And I want to use her as an example to paint a picture of when people do this weird thing to act like getting a woman automatically means your life is going to be better. No, it does not. And this is something I continually say. Getting the woman is not a guarantee of success or anything good. No, it just means you have a woman now. And as a man, if you're a decent man, it means you're possibly going to deal with everything that comes with her, including her mental health issues.
To this day!
And I'm not even saying that in a way to be bad. It's more a sense of understanding Every man is not built to deal with a woman who has BPD. Yes, you're drawn in because a woman looks good, you're attracted to her, you want her, whatever. If we're being honest as men, how many of us as men can deal with a woman who has BPD and is popping antidepressant pills? How many of us? Because in my full honesty, I cannot. And I cannot do it from being there and doing it and realizing, yeah, I can't do this. It's pointless. What? But the broader picture is how many men have suffered with women who have BPD and they had no idea. Like, they had no idea this woman had a mental illness. Like, it's wrong to say it, but I mean, they probably thought she was a bit crazy. It's not even a bit of craziness. She had real mental health issues, real problems. But in talking about modern dating and relationships, how many women out there are single simply because they have BPD? They may not know about it, but it may manifest in the outer world in different ways, and it just turns a lot of men off. The ick. It's like, nah, woman, no. Now, you see, because I'm a man who's been through this, I'm able to see this in other women. So before I think about getting into a relationship with a woman, I have to think, damn, woman, I can see your BPD coming out. Oh, you're popping pills. Oh, yeah. I've never come across a woman who needs antidepressants. Wow. And I'm not even saying it to be bad or cruel or anything. It's just a simple point. Everyone acts like dating is a simple 1-2 things, black and white. No, it is not. No, it's not. Because there are many reasons why a lot of men are single content bachelors nowadays. Many men who have been there and done it are single content bachelors. Many men who have been through certain things like this with certain women like this, again, lovely women, yeah, they would be content being single bachelors. Why? Because a lot of men fully understand you could be a great person, fall in love with a woman who has issues. If you can't or do not want to put the time in to understand what she's going through, it's sort of pointless for you.
Love.
The reality is, you might as well leave her. Because being a good man to a woman with BPD just makes you unbelievable. Sadly, a lot of these women don't believe they deserve love, like she just said. So trying to love a woman with BPD, it's sort of like walking into a KFC as a chicken.
Spicy.
Are you cooked? You're effing cooked.
The particular things for me, one, getting ready, packing for places, having to be organized, like a list or something that I have to do, like a really big task, can be so unbelievably overwhelming. And if it goes wrong, if something goes wrong that shouldn't go wrong, or can be something so small, like what we experience is on another level. And it's coined the term, I don't know if TikTok's called this, BPD rage. And
wow.
I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like I lose the ability to function. Like, actually, my brain shuts down when I experience this kind of stress, and my brain shuts down and I can't think of solutions. Like a simple, what is the next step? Say if it's getting ready or packing and I know that sounds crazy, but my brain shuts down and I don't know what the next step is. And the reason that it's finding it hard to even film right now is because this just happened to me, and it has happened to me so much recently. And I want to do a video on having BPD, being unmedicated, because I'm currently unmedicated.
Okay, damn. Unmedicated. Okay, so here we have a lovely woman not popping pills. Okay. Now, the BPD can manifest in many, many ways. But a simple common example I want to use is, say you and your woman are trying to get some food. You're trying to order some food from somewhere. Yeah, some of you know where I'm going already, don't you? Yeah. And that turns into an argument. You're just trying to order food. Now look, this is common for a lot of women to get passionate about the food that they're going to order. So we're not saying that that's BPD. First of all, let's clarify that. I'm not saying that's BPD. However, that's an example of something small that can blow up into a big, raging argument.
BPD rage.
When it's like, woman, we're just trying to order a effing pizza. How do you not know what you want to eat? Now, if we are being balanced, you can say a lot of women associate feelings with everything. So as a man, you just maybe want a big pizza. She may want one that's a particular sort of pizza, whatever.
No one cares.
Feelings are involved, whatever. So we're understanding it from multiple perspectives. However, if we add BPD to it, this could make a woman erupt into a rageful argument.
Rage.
Or just go cold and blank and distant, simply because she can't regulate her feelings around ordering some food. You see, as men, it would sound simple to us as men. It's like, oh, this is simple, we're just going to get some food. However, for a lot of women who have BPD or some mental illness, yeah, it's going to be far more complex than just ordering a damn pizza.
Was on medication for a very long time, but I'm constantly having to manage my own emotions, and it is really hard when you have this BPD rage, because you have to be able to bring it down when you feel rage throughout your entire body. And it sucks because you know that it's irrational. That's what's the annoying thing. So how I'm tying this into how we are in relationships, and why we feel like we don't deserve love, is because when we're like this, we think, how could anyone love us when we're like this? And It's crazy because I go through periods where I'm like, yeah, relatively stable, and I think I'm a nice person, and, you know, I have really good friendships, and I've, you know, done a lot of work to foster family relationships and things like that. But why I think I don't deserve love is, one, because of our unstable self-image, and I consider myself confident, but I do struggle with that because it's part of having BPD, as you question who you are and why people care about you. And it's a constant thing. Like, BPD people, we overthink so hard, and when we're in these low periods, and just in general, I think it really reminds us, like, how can people love us when we're like this? But I know that there's people out there that are going to meet us and understand us. And I think the type of person to be able to date someone that has BPD needs to be extremely calm in their nature. And
Indeed, they do. I used to be that sort of dude. I was once like that. I'm not like that anymore. I can fully admit that I am not like that anymore. Partially because I've been there and done it. Yeah, I'm not like that anymore. Again, this is not even an insult to women with BPD. Yeah, I'm good. Other men out there can do it. Other men out there can, they can try to figure you out, whatever. Me personally, no, I'm done. You see, when I talk about being a single content bachelor, there are points in life where you have done so much where you realize it is absolutely pointless.
Like, how can people love us when we're like this?
And how, as a man, can you try to love a woman who doesn't understand why you may love her in the first place? Yeah? Jenny's. You being a man, you can see her problems. Yeah, say you're a decent man, you can see her problems, you understand her problems, and you still try to love her through her problems. Bruh. Yeah, there's a high chance she's going to ruin you.
When we're like this.
Now think about this on a broader scale, because not every woman that has BPD has been diagnosed with it. Some women are walking around and they have no idea they have BPD. So you know, when you hear a lot of women say, and it's common for a lot of women to say this, that they don't know how to handle a man who treats them well. Again, this is why I love the bare minimum topic. Like, a lot of women don't know how to deal with a man who treats her like she's actually a human being, and his bare minimum is higher than what she's used to from other men. Yeah. Think about that for a second. Not saying they're one and the same, but look at the similarities. This woman suffers with BPD, and she questions why anyone would even love her or want to be around her. And think of how many common modern women think the exact same thing. Do they have BPD? Who knows? But I'm just saying and making a broader point here. It is dangerous for you when the person you love is questioning and asking you why the hell you love him. You sort of question it yourself, don't you? Like, okay, so why do I love you? Oh, you're right. Why do I love you? I'm just saying. Sounds cold, but I mean, come on.
And if they also have a temper and, like, don't really care to understand what it's like to have BPD, they're just going to see you as someone that's dramatic. And I've had that before. I've had someone, like, try and understand it, but I've also had people that are just like, you are being so dramatic right now, and it sucks because we know. But we don't want to be like that. And I have the tools and I practice strategies. And I think we need to pat ourselves on the back when we do bring ourselves down, and not be so hard on ourselves when it does happen. It's like, okay, this is part of my brain. This isn't me right now, and we will be okay. And I know that everyone out there has someone that they're going to meet that understands them. So yeah, if you're someone that has BPD and you just feel like you've given up on relationships, or, you know, you're feeling...
But the question is, I mean, how many women are single because of this? If we're being honest, how many women are single because of their BPD? Simple question. But do we have modern answers?
Frustrated by people not getting you. It's okay. Like, I feel the exact same way, but there will be someone that understands you, and yeah, we just got to keep pouring love into ourselves.
Being a good man means you have empathy, means you understand, you can empathize. However, if the empathy is destroying you as a person, a good man, then it's all for nothing. It's all a waste of time. The world is yours. Have a nice day.
Don't think that they deserve love. Like, how can people love us when we're like this?